what I'm going to show you absolutely is special. It was created by an individual who owned a hedge fund. It is a crypto trading algorithm, and it has one goal: to beat the market. Now, we didn't license it. I need everybody to understand that. We didn't license it, okay? We own it, okay? We bought it from the hedge fund. And so it is exclusively available here to our BFX Standard members who decide that they want to upgrade to this elite level of a VIP crypto trading algorithm. So I just want to run through some quick numbers, just whet your appetite. Might create some questions here tonight. That's okay. Questions are good. But if you really do believe that there are people who have access to information we don't have, then you're going to want to watch, because I believe I'm going to show it to you right now. First and foremost, our disclosure, I put this up on every screen. I actually believe it's part of our disclaimer. We have a mission to impact the lives of hundreds of thousands of people around the globe, to help them take control of their financial future. We do that with our education. We do that with our technology. So I believe that our disclosure here is actually part of that educational process. And here's what you need to know. Everything on the screen, and I also want you to know, the past performance is not a guarantee of future results, but success does leave clues. And that's what we're here to understand. We're here to understand the patterns so we can see what's really happening, so we can make the right decisions for ourselves and for our family. And I also want to let you know that neither myself nor any of the other educators here at BFX Standard, we're not making any solicitation or recommendation for any particular asset or asset class. Instead, what we want to do is offer you the education so that you can make the decisions that are going to be best for you and your family. Now, I also want to say that what I have to share isn't just special in my mind, right? It isn't just me that believes this is special. We actually went to the largest attorney firm of its kind in the United States of America, Armstrong Teasdale. You can Google them after this call. We went to Armstrong Teasdale and we said, can we offer auto trading for crypto in the United States of America in 2023? Can we do that? And they said, we don't know. We're going to get back to you. So they commissioned a team of attorneys to do the research and form a legal opinion, which they have given us. And their legal opinion says that we can help people trade crypto on the spot market 24/7. Okay. So you can get started. You can start trading right away, even before you come to class, even before you learn all the things that you want to start learning here, and you can do it. We are, I believe, the only company in the world offering this to people here in the United States. And let me tell you about this algorithm, because it has a very specific purpose. And the purpose is to beat long-term buy and hold. So let me take you back to when this algorithm first started. It was in April of 2018. The price of Bitcoin at the time was just under $7,000. And fast forward to a couple of weeks ago, on March 15th, the price of Bitcoin was $24,285. And I want you to look at how well Bitcoin has grown over that period of time. The long-term buy and hold net gain is 248%, a little bit more, because as we're doing this webinar, Bitcoin is actually around $28,000. And if you're not in the market, you want to start learning right away. Trust me when I tell you, you'll want to start learning everything you can learn about crypto right away. Tonight would not be too soon to start that journey. Let me tell you that right now. Okay, big things are happening and you want to be aware of it. But this algorithm's goal is to beat long-term buy and hold. And rather than me decide if it accomplished its goal, I'm going to let everybody out here on the webinar live. I'm going to let all of you decide if the algorithm was successful. You can do that here in just a moment. Now, first of all, you don't start with Bitcoin. You start with USDT or Tether. That's what you start with. And instead of just buying a Bitcoin and just waiting, you buy Tether and you get in the market and you start trading. The first year out, audited returns showed that the algorithm produced a return of more than 71%. More than 71%. It wasn't even a full year. The first full year trading, the algorithm produced over 100% returns. So over 100% returns. And the advantage of this type of trading is that the drawdown is very small compared to other higher risk types of trading, okay? And again, this can all be achieved on a completely automated basis, even while you sleep. Let it go to work for you. 2020, over 146%, okay? Now, this is where it gets really exciting. 2021, we all know that was a great year for Bitcoin. We heard about it on the news. We couldn't even walk down the street without seeing something about Bitcoin. It was a good year. But in fact, we created an all-time high in 2021. But last year, 2022, was a little bit more difficult for the normal market, but not for the algorithm. The algorithm last year, over 131%, accounting for compounding from year one to the end of the year. Now, let's add it all up and let's see if we actually produced a result that was better than a long-term buy and hold. And by the way, 2023, I don't want to forget about this year. We're up over 40%. We're going to look at that live here in just a moment. So here we go. How did we do? We turned, in this example, $7,000, just under $7,000 worth of USDT into over $350,000 over a slightly less than 5-year period of time. So we turned $7,000 into $350,000, which is over 5,000% accounting for compounding. And let me just ask everybody here in the chat, did the algorithm accomplish its goal of outperforming buy and hold? If so, type a 7 in the chat. It's up to you. It's up to you to decide. Does it look like it outperformed? Because here's what's really exciting. I'm actually going to show all of you here in just a moment. I'm actually going to show you the real algorithm running live right this minute. There's nothing hidden here. You get to see it, and this is it. This is the algorithm running right now. And so we have people who are taking trades even while they sleep. I say that, but it's true. I know, because they wake up and they hit me up and they're like, okay, all right, where are we at? Where are we at? What's happening, right? And all they need to do is just look in their back office and they can actually see a real account running, and they can actually see their account growing. Okay. Now, again, I want to be clear. Past performance never a guarantee of future results. If you're going to get in the market, you need to understand the market and understand the market risks. But if you're here to learn how to grow and you want an edge, I believe that this algorithm is one of those hidden secrets that most people will never get access to. And that's why here at BFX Standard, they purchased the algorithm so that all of us would have an opportunity to get access to it. And again, it is an additional level of service, but it is affordable for the masses, and it literally levels the playing field. This is how you bring Wall Street to Main Street, right? This is how you change people's lives all around the globe. And this is just one aspect of our amazing technology platform and educational platform here at BFX Standard. Now, what I'm showing you right here on the screen, I don't want to go too deep tonight. I want to make sure we save time for all the other speakers. But what you can see right here on the screen is year to date, over 50% for this trading algorithm. So if you took all the trades from January 1 until right now, you'd be over 50% for 2023. Okay. Now let's take a look at last year. And we're going to go take a look at 2022, and we're going to turn on compounding so you get an idea of what was possible for this past year. And that's really important. When I said the word compounding, that's a clue, right? Remember, I said success leaves clues. So I want everybody on the call, if you believe that success leaves clues, I just want you to type in the word success right in the chat, right? Success, just type it in. We all know what it means. It means success leaves clues. It means that we don't know the knowledge, but we know the knowledge is out there. So we got to go figure out the pattern. We got to go figure out who's got the information. Let me show you something. Now, my grandfather was a very smart man, and my grandfather wanted his family to have a life that was different than the life that he had when he grew up. But I was young at the time, and I just didn't have no respect. And I'm sure that some of you out here on today's call, you remember that when you were just a little bit younger, maybe you didn't pay as much of attention as you wish you had gone back and done. Now here, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this from 2018, April 4, 2018 through to today's date, okay? Through to today's date. That's April 2nd, okay? We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a full deep back test on this, and we're going to just look And we're going to see that this algorithm with simple returns is at 470%. So here's what I want to leave everybody with here on tonight's call. If you take nothing else away, know this, that it's not about growing your money, but it's about compounding your money with that growth that really matters. So you want to write that down. It's not just growing your money. It's about compounding your money with that growth that really matters. That's what my grandfather tried to teach me, and I just wasn't listening. Okay. So simple returns means you go in with $1,000 trade or a $5,000 trade or a $10,000 trade, and then win or lose the next trade, you're going in with $1,000 or $5,000 or 10. You're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. With compounding, this is where it gets exciting. With compounding, you go into the market, and if you have a strategy that wins on net, you go into the market, and then at the result of that trade, let's say you're up $50 on that trade, you go into the next trade with that extra $50. Let's say you're up $100 with that trade, you go into the next trade with that extra $100. Let's say you lose $50, you go into that next trade with 50 less dollars. That's compounding. Well, I'm going to show you the power of compounding, because no matter what happens, time always passes. And we're here to build a legacy business, not just for ourselves, but for our families, right? Our kids, our grandkids, nieces, nephews, right? So it isn't just about what we accomplish, but it's what we leave behind that really matters. That's what a legacy is all about. So let me show you the power of not just growing your money, but putting that growth to work for you with compounding. And here's what we're going to do. Instead of just investing the same amount on every trade, we're going to compound it, and let's see what the result is. We were at 470%, and now we're up over 6,000%. Now, I know it's small. Some of you are looking on your phone, but the net return of that strategy for simple returns was 470%, which is good. But when you go to compounding, because it was a winning strategy, a consistently winning strategy, the returns was over 6,000%. And if you believe that compounding your results and your success in life is the key to building a legacy, then I want you to type a 7 in the chat right now. I don't have any way to highlight that or make that bigger, but it is a recording. You can go back and get a screenshot of that. That is how you make a game change in what you're doing, right? And that's just part of the education that we offer here at BFX Standard. You see, it's not just about this strategy. We have other strategies. We have other signals, but we want to teach you that it's not about winning one time that really matters. We want to teach you the power of compounding, and that is how the elite have continued to stay elite, and that's how we that have not yet been elite are moving towards becoming elite and building our own legacy. So with that, I want to thank everyone for the opportunity to share. For those of you that are getting started here, I want to welcome you. I'm looking forward to bringing you into our Crypto Markets Live training classes. We hold 3 times per week. That's just with myself. And of course, you'll love all of our other educators as well. So with all of that said, I want to thank you, and I'm going to turn it right back over to you, Joe.